It may sound like a disturbing term, but funny enough, there are more young people who have become or trying to become sugar babies.
This thing, it's life, it's happening. So when you date an old guy, he will always come bring you stuff, knowing that you no work, and then no one at home is working. You end up being a breadwinner yourself.
He can give you, and he's not expecting you to pay it back.
He fulfilled the fatherhood because my father doesn't give me nothing. Sugar daddies are gentle on sex. They will just but younger guys, they will the whole night they will always be here. But sugar daddies only and then sleep.
Having a sex with sugar daddy is only costing 1 round and he will be tired. But having sex with a Ben 10, he will want the whole night, about 6 or 7 rounds.
The main aim is to have a sweet, fun and easy life of pampered lifestyle and luxury life paid by older or sometimes much older men or women.
So were you aware that it had strings attached, or you thought it was no strings attached?
I didn't think first that, because I had so much problems, could pay rent, issues.
So she had a husband?
Yeah.
And you knew that she had a husband?
Yeah, she even introduced me to the husband.
So the husband knew of you?
Yeah, he knew of me as a friend of her wife.
So when now you got a kicker with the business, and how was business doing? It was doing well?
Very good.
So you got a girlfriend, someone?
Yeah, in the process.
Your age, younger or older?
Younger.
Younger than you?
Younger than me.
And then now the older woman in the picture started feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
The reason why I go to sugar daddy, it was because of there was no mother at home, no father. I needed that. I needed to buy new shoes. Like willing to buy clothes for you, give you. Sometimes they also tell you, you can go to school, I can pay you for school. No. He'll give you money, just go to school and finish your studies and then be my girl.
To those who are sugar daddies or sugar mummies, the formula is simple. The more money they have, the more attractive they are.
Young girls like money, that is why they are dating sugar daddies.
Yeah.
There is no love, it's just sex and money. Which means they can't love their age because they don't have money. Why are they going to sugar daddies? Because they want that money.
But it's not hard to question things right here. A sugar baby is often needed for sexual activity, and those with the money are often referred to as dangers to the youth. In this episode, we have individuals who will give their own take and perspectives on the matter of sugar babies. We break down the reasons, push factors, consequences and conditions involved in the sugar babies' adventures as observed.
I wanted that love of being giving money, wearing soft clothes, old and condom clothes, you see. So I met this guy, and then this guy, I told this guy everything, and this guy said, no, you know what, I'm gonna treat you like I'm gonna be your father, I'm gonna be your mother, I'm gonna be what you want me to be, I'm gonna also be your lover.
They are bad news because they will bring you diseases from other girls, because he's not only dating you, he's also dating much younger girls. It's only for money, because he doesn't love you, he will only take advantage of you because you are a younger girl.
The bigger question we are yet to find out: if sugar daddies and sugar mummies are empowering young women and men in Zimbabwe, or rather exploiting them. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so according to my understanding on why the concept of sugar babies and why it is on rise, I think it is on rise because of financial struggles. Financial struggles, like girls at universities. Some don't have money for pursuing their education, and also money for accommodation, money to get expensive gifts, even those little gifts. So financial struggles may lead them to end up doing those sugar relationships. Then there's this other point of the rise of social media. The rise of social media, there's many dating apps and platforms that can connect them to their potential sugar partners. and it is making easier for them because they can advertise themselves and it will be easier for them to connect with those people. And I also think there's growing of acceptance of non-traditional relationships. This is a concept that we are adapting Western cultures. Adapting Western cultures, we end up accepting relationships like my open relationships, then also those sugar relationships.
Well, lately, Alex, I visited Mbodzi and I've been thinking through and observe a lot of graveyards in 2000s. Then I thought, is it because our generation is Amatuke is cursed, or is it because our lifespan is short? Then I came to realize what is Amatuke, we've been indulging a lot of disastrous short-earning money processes, whereby someone like the likes of Romba Alex, anosvika kunyange ikoko obva apuwa jongwe robva ranonga 3 shanga dzechibage kurati munhu ane 3 years dzekuti anenge achirira mumastreets achibuda masocial media achiflasha mari achiblinga, but by the end of the 3 years tonomuviga like the likes of anoita zvemasugar mummies and sugar daddies. So that thing has become popular, especially the sugar babies, and they even boast about it and give lame excuses. I totally disagree by the statement whereby someone says dating an old rich grandma is just a way of modern dating. There's no such thing as modern dating. You see, Alex, that statement alone, it shows how weak you are, especially if you're a man. You see, it means that statement is a pathetic excuse youngsters use to justify their laziness. You see, so what does it mean? It means culturally, to someone who is dating an old grandma, for a man, he should work hard, should be the provider, should sweat. You see, even if we go to the Bible, you see, in the Genesis, when God created Adam, he made it a golden rule. He bestowed upon Adam as a man should work hard. You see, that process whereby Adam was to manage Garden of Eden, it means as a man should work hard. So what does it mean for a guy who could date an old lady in exchange for a man? It means you are letting down the brotherhood. We are being, as a mankind, we are very shameful of you. So what it means, Alex, about the thing dating an old grandma is just an easy way to get money. I totally disagree. That process is not easy as we think or as we are being told. That process requires a lot of things, especially on the side which is giving. If I'm saying the giving side, I'm not saying kuni chembere, no. I mean to you, a youngsters, because you are giving your time, your experience, right? Let me begin by saying, it's rare to see someone from a good background dating an old lady. I hate to bring it, guys, but it's actually the truth. Whether are much into sugar mummies and are desperate for money, which means are poor background. And those, mind you, those rich grandmas, they knew that this guy needs money, so he's desperate for money. And mind you, a desperate person is target for manipulation. You see, so in the process whereby you are dating an old grandma, there is a lot of givings on your side, like I said before. You see, so to someone who is dating an old grandma, what does it mean? It means express your feelings. You will be lacking time to express your views. You see, because that process whereby you are dating a grandma, it's more like you have to abide to her rules. You don't have to express your feelings. What you have to do, if she say jump, you have to jump. If she say do something, you have to do something. Like the process whereby you is on the early stages where you are dating. You see, so you see when you are on the early stages of dating, she provides everything you ask. If be it man, be it everything you ask, she provides. Why? Because she wants you to be addictive to a rich lifestyle. So she knew the moment you are being rich to a lifestyle, you are now an easy target to control. The moment she started to control, I hate to say it, but those rich grandmas, they are control freaks and they are full of insecurities. You see, that's why to a person who is dating an old grandma, I can't balance my relationship. Why? Because she demands most of his time. So you'll be lacking a self-time, you would self-reflect. But let me not just go ikoko, timbotanga bit by bit. So from the process whereby early stages, as a guy already waradzwa rich lifestyle or kurira ma-streets netumwe tumababy twaimbokiginwa twatanga kutarisa, you are now being used kutaswa nevanhu ende zvakukunakidza. Like I said, because you are from a poor background, is something which is new kwauri, so kwauri zviri kukunakidza, you see. So now because wakunakirwa ne-lifestyle, it means it means kwauri you are now desperate to maintain a good relationship naye mukadzi, a rich grandma, right? It means for you to bring in my streets, unofana kuramba uchiwirirana naye. One, for that to happen, it means on your side you have to ignore especially my views ako. Hausina time to express my feelings ako. Ingava sexual style wakwanisa kutaura kuti grandma nhasi ndikuda style yakadai, she will say manangu nhasi ndikuda missionary, and you go by missionary. Whether inokubhowa kana inokunakidza, you go by it. Why? Because already you know lifestyle yekunge uchiwirirana na grandma, so now you are desperate to please her. Now because you are so desperate to please her, already we are a victim of manipulation. You are being manipulated. Now because you are being manipulated, ndopekuti unoona kuti Alex, like you, I want to give you example for like you know what Alex, you are a man, and obviously you are dating someone. You see, the girl you are dating, the moment she bores you or the moment she crosses the boundaries, you can actually tell, you know what, lately you've been disappointing me, I think it's best for us to separate. Unlike the guy who is dating the rich grandma, because he's now addictive to a rich lifestyle. He can't even say that a grandma has man bore, because he know the moment he said that statement, all the privileges are being taken away. Anosara that pressure kuzoti ndikaonekwa msitinda kufamba netsoka endaimbofamba nema-GD6, you see, that pressure alone, it makes that person so desperate to please the grandma. In doing so, you are being turned from a lover into a slave. There is a process yakuitika, the second stage. Instead yekuti uve nema-rights ako, like I said, ma-rights ako atotorwa, you are being manipulated, but now you are now a sexual slave yakusatisfy the grandma. And mind you, a sexual slave haana ma-rights, hautomborina ma-rights, and you can't even express your feelings kuti nhasi nini ndikuda kuite sex tine protection. If she says handisi kuda protection, you go by no protection, because that's what she wants for you, because at the end of the day, man talks, everybody knows about that. So in the process now, because you're being turned from a lover into a slave, it means hausina time. Mind you, a slave lives only to satisfy the master. That's the main objective. So it means for you kuti urambe rich, your main objective is to satisfy the grandma kuti varamba achipumba bag, you see. So you'll be lacking time yekuta self reflect, kuti uita channeling your life, kuti aiwa life yangu ndoda kuti ifambe so. There will be no time yekuita zvinhu zvakadaro, because mostly mind mako mune makazara kuti saka ndoita sei. So you think kuti the more you satisfy the grandma, it means you are extracting more money, but no. It means as yourself, you are lost in contact with yourself. What do I mean by yourself? I mean the inner self. My ambition my career when you grow up, when I grow up I want to be a pilot. I have to do is to certify my grandma. You see, that's the process, So now because it happened, like I said, you are being turned from a lover to into a slave. Now there is a dependent syndrome yakudevelopa mfungwa dzako, because now we know ziva lifestyle kunakidza kwayo. When you are with the grandma, you know how it feels to being rich, you see. And now because you have a dependent syndrome, you think there is no lifestyle besides kudate my grandmas, you see. As a result, Alex, I need you to understand this. As a result, you see, kana pane dependent syndrome, it means the moment you break up na grandma or kudata, you have to look for another grandma, because you want to maintain the status yakagadzira masiti kurira yekuti kana wakusika netuma baby talk ignore toitwa kutarisa. You see, that desperation, that dependent syndrome will result kuti uchanotsvaga another grandma, and another grandma uchatsvaga, it means she is going to use the same strategy wakamboshandisirwa kumashure. Mind you, already you are a victim of manipulation. So you may not be lucky kuti pese pauri kusanga, maybe kwekutanga you were lucky kuti wakasangana grandma vasina chirwere, but mind you kuna second grandma it not be lucky, unokasangana grandma wane chirwere, at the end of the day unobva wana chirwere.
It's true that some women see sugar dating as a shortcut to success, but they are overlooking developing skills, education, and personal growth, and they are focusing mainly on looking good and slaying. So as much as you benefit in some way, however, you find out kuti unepa unotozoleka in terms of your long-term ambition and self-worth. There is reduced motivation to pursue meaningful careers and passion. Please understand the term, to pursue meaningful careers and passions. Uchitokura unengotora nema ambitions ako as a person, but the moment you begin to do sugar dating, you depend pamurume, to be specific, kuti ndiani unditrashese, and in exchange urukumu offer your services. But in the long run ndiwe unolweza, because whether uri kuchikoro kana kuti uri pamba, unenge unewo zvaunenge uchida kuzoita zvaunoti when I grow up I want to be this, but all those things you can divert, because all you do now is you want to look good for the men, you want to slay, you want to be the slay queen. Another issue, the dependency syndrome. People tend to depend. As young ladies, we tend to depend on men and at focus any other things really important. Yet sugar dating can be a short-term thing. It's temporary. It's the short-term relief, financial relief yet no pure, but it's also at sekudaro. And also we tend to have difficulties in developing healthy, stable relationships. That is my favorite part, because the moment you begin to date varume vahombe kwauri, obviously anogona tori murume wemunhu, hauchakwanisi kupinda in a stable relationship because zvawaiwana kune munhu muhombe kwauri, you cannot get it kune munhu wezera rako. Saka in some way somehow our mindset begins to affect our long-term ambition and self-worth. And we also become materialistic. Tinozoda mari kudarika zvinhu zvese. Saka kuzoti unyatsodata for marriage, you cannot, because you are used to being kuma parties, you are used to being kungoita zvinhu zviri flashy, but hazviziri zvega. As much as uchizopisa kumaraini kwenyu, as much as uchizopisa kuma universities, une paunotozosvika pekuti maybe time yawakawesta iyoyoyo wefana wakatora degree, but hausi kuita izvozvo, hausi kupiswa the careers awaida, hausi kupiswa mapassions awaive nawo, because wadefita your root nekuti wangonakirwa nekuve pampered with these men that we are dating.
Yes, I do think there's a double standard, though there may be a little debate around the issue, but I do feel like there's a double standard, and this is kind of caused by gender roles and stereotypes. When a young woman has a sugar daddy, it's often viewed as a transactional relationship where she's seen as exploiting her youth and beauty for financial gain. When a young man has a sugar mommy, it's often perceived as a more acceptable or even admirable arrangement. Anotobigwa, otonziyo, urukupisa, whatever. But if it's a girl, she can be judged, she can be criticized, so it actually shows that there's double standard. There's also power dynamics. The power imbalance in sugar daddy and sugar mommy relationship is also viewed differently depending on the gender of the younger partner. When a woman is involved with a sugar daddy, she may be seen as vulnerable to exploitation, and a man involved with a sugar mommy might be viewed as more proactive and entrepreneurial. So patoneka double standard apa. Panika ukutonzi muskana, she's more prone to being manipulated, she's more prone to being misused. But a guy anons he's okay. Anotonzi is just being entrepreneurial and hatyikirwi anonzi pane zvaanokwanisa kuzoitwa here. There's no way a guy can be harmed by a woman. So yeah, it's almost a kind of a stereotype that actually proves that there is a double standard. So I guess the cultural narrative around sugar daddy and sugar mommy relationships has been shaped by patriarchal societies and traditional gender roles, perpetuating the idea that men are more entitled to financial support and comfort, which women are not actually entitled to. And the media often portrays sugar daddies and sugar mummies in a way that reinforces stereotypes and perpetuates the double standard. That's what I feel actually shows there is indeed the double standard. But in a way, there is actually also a debatable side to the issue. If it's a girl, we do understand yes, if it's for genuine, let's say there are genuine emotions, it's a genuine relationship, waror, hana and stuff, we may understand yeah, this is actually real. But if it's just for financial exploitation, we are looking at someone who's not willing to marry this old partner, who's not willing to get married to the older partner, someone who's actually looking to get married to someone of their age, someone akenzana in the future. We then tend to say, men are actually safer because men can date as many women as they want and they'll still look okay, they'll still be like in shape. But if a girl actually goes from one person to the other, we actually do feel like her value deteriorates from one person to the other, and by the time yachada kurorwa yachazochirorwa yacho, it will actually cause problems in their relationship. So as much as it may be said it's a double standard, I just feel like it's just a certain amount of care that people have towards the girl child. It's not like it's the patriarchal society. People are just worried if you are not gonna marry this older person, if you are actually you are actually expecting to get married to someone of the same age, someone wakenzana naye, then you shouldn't actually engage in this practice. So that's what I think.
So after everything you have heard today, what do you think? Are sugar daddies and mummies empowering or exploiting young people? Luxury has a price. For some, it's just business. For others, it's a trap. The choice is yours. And always remember that not everything sweet is good for you. Let's have this conversation in the comments. And if you found this helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to share to those who might need to hear it.